What's up guys, sorry for re-uploading the same video, but I actually got a copyright claim on the last version of this video. The funny thing is that I didn't get a content ID claim. I actually avoided the content ID claim. Usually if you upload something with copyright content, the content ID system will flag it immediately. So what must have happened with this video was that somebody didn't like that I was taking a couple shots at Rick and Morty fans and actually reported it. So due to that fact, I decided to edit out the copyrighted material and re-upload it. Obviously, if you've seen this video before, you don't have to watch it again, but if you do watch it all the way through and rate it, I would really appreciate it. And for the guy who went out of his way to copyright claim my video, nice try. What's up guys, Sean here, and today we're going to talk about the smartest show on television that's totally not mainstream and doesn't have a broad appeal. Okay, but first things first, you may notice that the cat is back and the pig is gone. Turns out the video with the cat got remonetized, while the video with this pig got demonetized. So, yeah. Okay, so I haven't uploaded in over a week, and there were a lot of stories that I missed that I could have covered. I could have covered what happened in Las Vegas. Maybe do a video about the sexual harassment scandal with Screen Junkies founder Andy Signore, or the founder of Miramax and the Weinstein Group, Harvey Weinstein. However, I decided in my infinite knowledge to do a video on the Szechuan Sauce craze that happened last weekend.
Sauce! We want sauce! Give us 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 sauce!
For those of you who don't know, Rick and Morty is a popular cartoon series on Adult Swim. At the end of an episode, Rick did a megalomaniacal rant about how he wanted to get the Szechuan sauce that was originally released in 1998 to promote the Disney movie Mulan.
I'll find some more of that Mulan Szechuan dipping sauce, Morty.
Driven by finding that McNugget sauce. I want that Mulan McNugget sauce, Morty. That's my series arc, Morty. If it takes 9 seasons.
Seasons, Morty. 9 more seasons until I get that dipping Szechuan sauce.
Now, because Rick and Morty has such a huge following, ever since that episode aired, people have been asking McDonald's to re-release the sauce. So last week they did, however, they only did it at a few select locations, and they only released like 20 packets of sauce per location. Of course, because of the combination of the high population of Rick and Morty fans, and how dedicated they were,
We're gonna get that Szechuan dipping sauce, Morty. It's our series arc. It's gonna be over. No more Rick and Morty. No more Rick and Morty, because this sauce is what it's all about, Morty.
Yes! What's Morty saying? Oh, jeez! Oh, jeez!
Oh, gee, Morty.
as you can see, these kids were not happy that they weren't going to get this Szechuan sauce that they never tried. You know, that thing that the only reason they want it is because they saw it in a cartoon show and the creator of their cartoon show likes it. Now, because of the craziness that this little promotion caused...
What, you guys know Szechuan sauce? No, I want Szechuan sauce! Where's my Szechuan sauce? I'm Pickle Rick! My beloved Dum Dum! I'm Pickle Rick!
Why are we still here?
Rick! Rick!
Just
Rick! I'm Pickle Rick! Rick!
Night.
Rick!
I can feel my leg and my arm. What the hell? Even my...
McDonald's decided that later this year, they will release more sauce for a longer period of time at all McDonald's locations. However, that hasn't stopped the geniuses that are Rick and Morty fans from marketing their sauce online. In fact, I found this listing on eBay for $1,000 for just one packet, which is 1 ounce of Szechuan sauce. $1,000! Now you might think that's crazy, but the craziest thing is actually not the price of the Szechuan sauce. It's the $3 in shipping. You can't cover the shipping costs if I'm dropping $1,000 on 1 ounce of this fucking sauce. Really, dude? I mean, think about it. $1,000 an ounce is $16,000 a pound. Isn't that a little ridiculous for fucking sauce? Like, I know Rick and Morty fans are really, really smart because they tell you all the time how really, really smart they are.
When did you guys get here?
4:30 a.m.
4:30 a.m.
I got done work, drove over here, took a nap, woke up, realized I was still the only one in the parking lot, and then other people started to come in and we formed a line, and that's how I...
And how smart and high level the jokes are in the show. In fact, you need to have a really high IQ to understand jokes like this.
I'm Pickle Rick!
And don't think that was just one example of a highbrow joke. They got plenty of them, and they vary immensely. Like this.
Grandkids! Tiny Rick!
But $1,000 an ounce, $16,000 a pound for a sauce that costs McDonald's pennies to make. And the crazy thing is that's nowhere near the highest listing I found. This packet of sauce is listed for $5,000. That's $80,000 a pound. And guess what? $3 fucking for shipping. You can't cover the shipping if I pay $5 grand for it, 5 times the amount of the other guy. You can't cut me in at a discount for the shipping, dude? I'm pretty sure an ounce is light enough that you can put it in an envelope and mail it for like 50 cents. But this guy wants $5 grand plus $3 in shipping. These people remind me a lot of the gold buffs. You know, the people that buy gold for really cheap and then they wait for economic calamity and then they sell it off because gold is historically an edge against inflation. Don't get me wrong, they don't remind me of the smart gold buffs. You know, the ones that actually track economic data and actually pick the right time to sell their gold or hold gold long term. They remind me of the really, really stupid ones. Because I don't know if you know this, but some guy actually sold his Szechuan sauce for $848 on eBay, plus $3 in shipping. Now that seller was smart. The buyer's a fucking retard, but that seller was smart. Because he realized that there was no way that this was going to hold its value, so he put it up there for auction as soon as possible. These are the idiots that hold on to something way too long. McDonald's has already announced that this winter they will release more sauce. So they're looking for that very limited market that has a lot of money to burn, but they're too stupid to realize that the sauce will be coming out, so they're going to overpay for something that they can get for free with McNuggets in just a few months. These listings are still up, and I imagine that these guys are like, we're gonna get a huge payday off of this shit. And maybe they're right. I mean, after all, they are Rick and Morty fans, and Rick and Morty fans are like the smartest people ever. Did you know you have to have a really, really high IQ to find Rick and Morty funny? There's so many jokes per minute. It comes at you so fast. You really need to understand theoretical physics to find it funny. That's why there weren't any huge crowds of people to get the sauce, but only geniuses from Mensa to get the sauce. Have you heard from one of the creators of the show, Dan Harmon? Listen to this guy and tell me if he doesn't ooze intelligence.
You're not talking to people that want to entertain the notion of being a Nazi anymore. You don't want to talk to people that want to circumscribe the concept of Nazism within a fucking Socratic dialectic about goddamn whether Nazi. They're fucking Nazis. It's the bedrock of humanity. It is so low that the worst people in the world find it. And that's where they rally. And it's so low. We have gotten so bad that a third of our country has gotten there. 29% of the people are fucking Nazis. Let's face it, that's a minority. We can beat them. We have to say, I'm not a Nazi though. 2/3 of the country just don't want to be political. It's not politics to say you're not a Nazi. It's like taking a shit. You just do it, or you explode. You die if you don't shit, and you die if you don't say you're not a Nazi!
That's right, the creator of the most intelligent, ingenious, smart show ever made in the history of ever thinks that 1/3 of the United States are literal Nazis. Now, I always thought that 0% of the United States are actual Nazis, since the Nazi Party was kind of destroyed in 1945. But what do I know? I'm no Dan Harmon. I'm no genius creator behind the genius that is Rick and Morty. Genius.
That a third of our country has gotten there. 29% of the people are fucking Nazis. Let's face it, that's a minority. We can beat them. We have to say, I'm not a Nazi though.
I mean, I, a dumb guy, always thought the number of white nationalists in the country was vastly overstated and that they were actually really statistically irrelevant. I mean, the KKK does have 8,000 to 10,000 members, and my college, I think I've said this before, and the college that I graduated from most recently had 14,000 students enrolled, so that sounds like it would be statistically insignificant, but if Dan Harmon, one of the creators of Rick and Morty, the geniuses behind the most genius show to ever genius all over television, says it's 1/3 of the country in a rant where it seems like he's having a mental breakdown, it must be true. 1/3 of the country. Nazis.
Pickle Rick!
Anyway, that's all I really have for you guys today. Let me know what you think about the Szechuan sauce craze in the comments. If you like this video, then please show me by leaving a like. You can subscribe for more content, support me on Patreon like Louis Cool Dance, Pepe Loves Trump, and Mike Barbosa. This has been yet another video I expect to get demonetized. Till next time.